Windy and wet as we track a strong cold front moving through. I'm tracking the storms and how much rain we're going to pick up from this in your Gulf Coast weather.
Plus, Gulf Coast news on top of breaking news as Collier County deputies investigate a deadly overnight shooting. We'll take you to where it happened.
Live, the news you count on. Gulf Coast News at 11 on NBC.
But this is the big story of the morning. You're taking a live look right now at the Gulf Coast Live radar, tracking wind and storms pushing into the area. Thanks for counting on Gulf Coast News at 11. I'm Lisa Spooner.
And I'm Zuri Hoffman. Let's get you right over to Gulf Coast meteorologist Jason Dunning. Jason, that rain is already coming down. How long can we expect it to last, though?
I think from now through about the early to mid-afternoon for most areas. And, you know, we've been keeping a very close eye on this through the morning. For extreme northern parts of Charlotte County, we had a severe thunderstorm warning during the 9 o'clock hour and also tornado warning for Sarasota County. But the trend that we're seeing over the last hour is the storms are a bit weaker, and actually some of it is breaking up a bit. The heaviest rain by far is in DeSoto County. You can see all of the clusters of lightning here. We've got about 61 lightning strikes in the last 15 minutes. And some heavy pockets of rain pushing through Port Charlotte and Punta Gorda right now, but nothing severe. The wind is fairly strong, and even if you're not getting rained on right now, we're looking at some wind gusts up around 30 to 35 miles per hour. I want to switch to the rotation detection because we did have that tornado warning earlier for Sarasota County, so I'm just checking to see if there's any signs of rotation. I'm not seeing any right now, but we'll definitely let you know if things change. So let's take a trip a little bit farther here to the south and also just kind of look at some of the wind speeds right now. Nothing too impressive, but definitely some higher gusts. And we've got some showers working their way across Charlotte Harbor over toward the northwest Cape in the next few minutes, and some lighter rain from central Lee County down through Bonita Springs. And we still have that line of thunderstorms off the coast of Collier County. So this will be the main event here as we go through the next couple of hours. And just to give you a better idea on the timeline, here's our 2-hour futurecast. So this is the current time, and watch how everything kind of unfolds as we go through the 11 o'clock hour. And we'll stop the clock right around 12. So this is when I think across Lee County we'll see the heaviest pockets of rain move through, and then across Collier County. So we'll talk about the rainfall totals from this and how strong the winds are going to be today ahead in your Gulf Coast weather.
Gulf Coast News is on top of breaking news as Collier County deputies investigate a deadly shooting that happened overnight in Immokalee. Collier County deputies responded to the scene just before 12:30 this morning along South 1st Street.
Gulf Coast News' Mercedes Martinez is live near the scene right now. Mercedes, what more can you tell us about this shooting?
Zuri and Lisa, we have been out here since 4 a.m. and the Collier County Sheriff's Office tells me they still have not made an arrest as they continue to investigate this deadly shooting that happened here along South 1st Street in Immokalee. Deputies were focusing on this home here. It was an active scene when we first got here around 4 this morning. We saw several CCSO units and a crime scene unit lined up along the street. The area was also blocked off as detectives took pictures of the area and gathered evidence. The Collier County Sheriff's Office says they responded to the call for a shooting around 12:30 this morning. One person died, and we still don't know who the victim is. These homes here sit right next to this mini mart here that has been very active all morning long, but nobody has wanted to speak to us. We have seen some detectives linger around here and speak with the people around too. We will continue to gather evidence here and talk to people and see what we can get for you. We'll keep you updated. I am live here in Immokalee. Mercedes Martinez, Gulf Coast News.
From your Charlotte County News team right now, we're working to find out why the state fire marshal was called out to a home in Port Charlotte. Around 5 o'clock Sunday evening, the fire marshal, Charlotte County deputies, and forensics units were seen along Ednar Street. Our crew out there noticed deputies taking pictures inside the home and also speaking with people outside. Now, the call initially came in as a structure fire, but neighbors say they didn't smell anything like a fire. However, they did see a scene that left them with questions.
The neighbor and I were kind of standing there watching this guy because he was acting abnormal. He was acting like he was cautious and kind of scoping out, looking behind the fence and trying to look behind the house to see if the cop cars were there, and his chest was kind of red.
Neighbors say they saw deputies arrest someone and tell us the family living in the home said someone tried to burn it. We reached out to the state fire marshal to find out why they were called out and to confirm if anyone has been arrested yet. Gulf Coast News will keep you updated as we learn more.
Fire crews are investigating a house fire in South Lake County. So the fire happened around 3:30 Saturday morning along DeVore Lane, just off Alico Road near FGCU. Fire crews with San Carlos Park, Estero, and Lehigh Acres worked for the better part of the day to put out those flames. All 4 people inside made it out of the home safely. San Carlos Park Fire says a few animals were also in the home and made it out, but 1 cat is still missing.
There was heavy smoke and flames showing from the garage area of the home. We believe that's where the fire originated. Crews made an initial attack on the garage, but the fire had already spread into the attic at that point.
The cause of the fire is undetermined right now because of the extreme damage. We'll keep you updated once we learn more.
From your Cape Coral News team, we're working to find out how a homeowner is doing this morning after a fire Sunday in a southeast Cape Coral neighborhood. That fire broke out along southeast 19th Lane and southeast 15th Place just before 11 a.m. When we last checked, the homeowner was in critical condition. 9 dogs were inside the house when the fire broke out. Unfortunately, 6 of them died, but 3 of them were able to be revived thanks to specialized oxygen masks. The Cape Coral Fire Department says the fire started because someone was cooking and left it unattended.
When they arrived on scene, they did find that there was fire and smoke in the residence. They began their fire attack and they began a search on the residence where they did find 1 person and multiple dogs who they were able to remove from the home.
The homeowner was in cardiac arrest when EMS got there, but they were successfully able to resuscitate her before taking her to the hospital. Cape Coral Fire also tells us the smoke alarms were not working at the time of the fire.
They need more people to come forward and say, yes, they want to press charges, because then there'll be more cases against him. And if they...
A Cape Coral woman is hoping police find out whoever's responsible for breaking into cars and stealing items. Neighbors tell us thieves broke into several cars, stealing belongings all over Cape Coral. A woman even says someone stole her car along Santa Barbara Boulevard. Cape Coral police tell us they found the vehicle along a dirt road in Lehigh Acres after she reported it missing Friday morning. Police found items inside that did not belong to her. Turns out they were items from other victims.
That's how I found Kirsten, because they put that they found her passport, and I'm like, I have to find this lady because she probably doesn't even know it's gone.
Right.
So they did that.
Holly Ann says her car had a lot of damage. The rear view mirror was taken off, the left panel of her driver's side is ruined, and the thieves poured some type of liquid all over her car. Holly Ann says she hopes everyone will press charges so police can arrest whoever created this mess.
The Lee County Port Authority is set to hold a groundbreaking ceremony this week for the brand new Concourse E at Southwest Florida International Airport. The new terminal is part of Phase 2 of the expansion project. 14 new gates will be added to help with the expected increase in travelers at RSW over the next few years. The groundbreaking will be held Wednesday morning at 10.
Fort Myers Beach will likely be packed the next several weeks as students enjoy their spring break. Collier and DeSoto County students are on spring break this week, with other districts taking their break next Monday. Local businesses are looking forward to having more families on the island, especially as they continue to recover from several of the Gulf Coast's recent hurricanes.
We are very excited. It's been a roller coaster. Good days, bad days, horrible days, but overall, we are here. We are very happy that we were able to come back with our business.
While many residents are concerned about traffic on Fort Myers Beach, local businesses say the boost is essential to help them stay afloat. So if you're unsure what to do this spring break, Fort Myers Beach businesses won't mind you paying them a visit.
If you don't want to go to Fort Myers Beach, another place you can consider is Little Hickory Island Beach Park. The beach park has officially reopened after making several Hurricane Milton repairs, so you can go from dawn to dusk. You will have to pay for parking, though.
All right, coming up on 11:10, and right now on the Gulf Coast Live Radar, we do have some thunderstorms moving across our area, especially there for DeSoto County. But look at this line that extends into the Gulf, and that will push into Lee and Collier County as we go through the next couple hours. Time it out for you and show you how much rain to expect in your neighborhood. Ahead in your Gulf Coast weather, you're watching Gulf Coast News at 11.
Well, each county in Florida is different when it comes to having an animal abuser registry. Straight ahead, we'll tell you how one Florida woman is now pushing for one.
It's really just all about providing a safe place for these artists to grow and to blossom.
And we're explaining what's to come as NBC's The Voice moves into the battle rounds on Gulf Coast NBC. Stay with us.